Hi, Manager Mom here. I hope you're all doing great today. I'm here to inspire and inform you of all the tools and tips that I learned and continue to learn through my career journey. And these can help you accelerate achieving your career goals. Whether that's climbing the corporate ladder, building your own business, or getting a work life balance. Subscribe to join me on this journey. Today, we are going to explore one of the key drivers of career growth: professional presence. Let's jump into the video and learn more about what professional presence is and how you can build one for yourself. What is professional presence? Professional presence refers to the overall image we present in the workplace. It includes a range of things like how we appear, our grooming, our dressing, communication, punctuality, how we come across, the respect we have for others, and most importantly, the technical and non-technical skills we bring to the table. Let's learn more. Here I've broken down the professional presence into the ABCs. A stands for attitude and approach, B for personal brand, C for competence, credibility and connections, and finally D, dress for success. Let's learn more in detail about each of these and how we can build our own professional presence at our workplace. Let's begin with attitude and approach. Have integrity and demand it from others. Never say anything about somebody that you wouldn't say to their face. You don't want to be known as someone who gossips. We want to be perceived as someone who is ethical and trustworthy. Only then our co-workers and management will trust us with useful information. Next is our attitude towards failures. It is okay to make mistakes, but it's never okay to not learn from them. Failures are great opportunities to learn and grow and do better next time. So fail fast and bounce back even higher and grow from those mistakes. Next is our approach to communication. When you are trying to get your point across, be assertive, but at the same time, be open-minded. You don't want to dismiss other people's opinions and be perceived as self-centered. If the others in the room don't feel like they are being heard, you are going to have a hard time convincing them of your ideas. Next on the list is conflict management. When you run into a difference of opinion with your coworkers, always assume positive intent and give them the benefit of doubt. Always assume that the other person has the best interest in mind for the company and the project just as you do. Hear them out so you get a different perspective before trying to push your own agenda. Like I said, it's much easier to convince someone and make progress if they feel like you both are on the same side and are trying to solve the same problem together to reach the same goals. You want to be known as someone who is easy to work with in order to grow in your career. Years ago, I have read a book called Lean In, written by Sheryl Sandberg. In that book, Sheryl urges us to grab a seat at the table, stay engaged, and make our voice heard. Usually when we attend meetings in large conference room with senior leaders, we tend to go pick a seat at the back of the room where we won't be noticed and we likely won't be put on the spot. But when the influential leaders are looking for someone to offer an interesting project or a growth opportunity, who are they going to offer it to? To the person who is sitting at the table speaking up and adding value, or the person who is sitting at the back and just being a fly on the wall? In order for you to grow in your career, you have to make your presence felt. And that will require us to lean in and grabbing a seat at the table and speaking up. Next is respect and courtesy. People will forget what you said. People might forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. You always have the right to ask questions and share opinions in meetings, but do so with respect. Show respect to people's time, be attentive when you are in meetings, and be punctual. Next up is personal branding. When you go to the store to buy some products, how do you pick a brand? Either based on the advertisements you have seen or based on the reviews that you have read on Google or through your friends and family's referral. The same thing works at our workplace. When there are opportunities for growth, senior leaders and management only pick people who they know or ask around for opinions. And both of these require us to have a compelling personal brand at work. Do you know how people at work perceive you? How many people at work can speak for you and recommend you for opportunities when you're not in the room? How do you want others to see you? Having that self-awareness of the brand you want to build for yourself is the first step to take actions towards that goal. Do you know what your brand is on professional social media networks like LinkedIn? These days, a lot of job opportunities and partnerships come through social media networks like LinkedIn. And LinkedIn branding has become a very crucial part of long-term career growth. Marketing your accomplishments and the value you bring is a crucial skill both inside your current workplace and outside. It's not just what you do that matters, but also who knows what you do. Next is competence and credibility. Let's look at competence first. What did you accomplish so far? What do you bring to the table? What are you good at? Rather than focusing on the tasks day to day, focusing on the impact you have at work is very important to demonstrate your competence. You should be able to draw a straight line from the work you do to the revenue, profit, and the customer experience your company delivers. Next is your future potential. What does your management think you are capable of will dictate the assignments and the growth you receive. You are hired into a role for your expertise. Demonstrate that expertise. Ask questions to expand on that expertise and make your mark by identifying and solving problems. Consistently deliver at high standards to build that credibility. Finally, make and keep realistic commitments. Keep your skills and knowledge up to date and demonstrate a willingness to learn and improve. Have you heard of the phrase, "It takes a village to raise a child"? That's referring to relying on wisdom and tapping into experiences of others who have gone through what we are going through while raising children. The same thing applies to workplace, especially in the initial stages of the career. One of the most important things that will dictate your career success is the connections you have. There are 5 types of connections that are really valuable. First one is a mentor. A mentor can help broaden your functional expertise, grow your emotional intelligence, and help you learn your company's unwritten rules to help navigate the corporate culture. Second is a sponsor. While mentors give you advice and perspective, sponsors advocate on your behalf and in some cases directly present you with career advancement opportunities. You can't go seek sponsors. Sponsors have seen you over the years deliver consistently, demonstrate that growth mindset, and trust you to handle complex projects. Next comes a partner. A partner is an ally or peer who can serve as a sounding board to broaden your perspective, where you can share your ideas and get some feedback. This relationship is fueled by trust, a shared drive to succeed, and the recognition that you can do better together. The next kind of connection that we cannot avoid is a competitor. There are others like us who want the same promotion, same opportunities as we do. But when used correctly, Competition can inspire us and motivate us to get better. It can lead to breakthrough ideas and a greater drive to get things done. Finally, a mentee. When you become a mentor to help others, you will learn how to bring out the best in others, how to coach them. This in turn will push you to become better and strive for more. The D of the ABCDs is dressing for success. According to a survey conducted by Career Builder, 41% of employers said that employees who dress more professionally are more likely to be promoted. Dressing professionally can also boost confidence and improve the perception of how credible and competent we are. So do not ignore dressing, do not ignore grooming. It's an integral part of how we look and present ourselves professionally. Seeing is believing. Even though people say do not judge a book by the cover, that's what we do. That's what inherently everyone does. So make sure you dress professionally. In the new hybrid working world, we are all working remotely, attending meetings online. When we are not meeting face to face, people tend to forget we even exist. Especially when you want to grow in your career, the influential people, the senior leaders in the organizations need to see what you are doing, what value you bring. And that makes virtual presence that much more important. How do you have a strong virtual presence? When you are attending meetings virtually, have a clear goal on why you are going to the meeting, what you want to get out of it, and what value you will be adding to the meeting. And when you are on the meeting, stay engaged. Avoid distractions, especially when we don't have our camera turned on. We tend to get distracted with other things on the side, with email, with the phone notifications. Try to avoid that. And know how to use the collaboration tools, how to mute, how to turn on your camera, the backgrounds, etc. And when you are presenting, focus on your voice and energy. One tip to deliver with high energy is to stand up and present. If you have a sit-stand desk, switch it to the standing position and then present. It gives you more space to move around and it helps you present with high energy. And when you are attending meetings, speak up. If we don't speak up, people will forget that we even exist. Okay? But when you speak up, keep your messaging clear and concise. There are people who don't stop talking once they start. You don't want to be one of those. Keep your messaging crisp. And when trying to get your point across, tell the story, not just mentioning the facts. Share your analysis of the facts and highlight the point you are trying to make. That makes it that much more consumable for the audience. And finally, before delivering an important presentation, do a trial run. Check yourself on the camera. Record yourself talking. Go back and watch. Make any adjustments as needed. You don't want the camera pointing up your nose. So definitely ensure your audio and video looks right before going into an important presentation. Finally, to ensure a strong personal presence, this is what you can do. Focus on attitude and approach. Demonstrate respect and courtesy. Be punctual and reliable. Communicate effectively. Focus on your personal brand. Know how you are being perceived. Actively work towards creating a brand for yourself. Competence and credibility. Become aware of the value you bring to the team and focus on making an impact, not getting tasks done. Build your connections. Build a village of your own. And form a personal board of directors who you can rely on for advice when you are making important decisions. And finally, dress for success. Dressing professionally can boost your confidence, improve the perception of credibility and competence you have. Here are a few more articles on this topic that I'll share in the description box. If you benefited from this video, please like so it reaches more people, and subscribe to see more useful content from Manager Mom. Thank you.